Hey lookers, I have got back-to-back editions for you this month, just in time for the release of the new HBO documentary Faye, directed and produced by Laurent Bouzereau. This incredible doc explores the life and career of legendary actress Faye Dunaway. It's an absolute must-watch, as are all of Faye Dunaway's performances from Bonnie and Clyde to the Thomas Crown Affair and, of course, Mommy Dearest. Faye's filmography is extraordinary. In honor of the documentary release and all that is Faye Dunaway's iconic career, let's dive into one of the greatest films of all time and a true relic of Hollywood's golden era, the 1974 neo-noir mystery masterpiece, Chinatown. Faye Dunaway's wardrobe in Chinatown was meticulously designed to reflect LA in 1937 and her character's high social status. Costume designer Anthea Sylbert worked closely with Dunaway to create an elegant and distinctive look that has now become iconic in its own right. The hats, the suits, the glamorous gowns, all of it contribute to Evelyn's mysterious allure. In 2005, Variety magazine recalled Anthea's process and achievements. For 1974's Chinatown, Sylbert took Polanski's cue to dry out the color scheme so the audience would thirst for the water that feeds the plot. She eschewed blue, draping Jack Nicholson in desert-colored suits and Faye Dunaway in widow black. The costumes oozed film noir sensuality and earned her an Oscar nomination. The Black Widow's dress is now archived and preserved by the Collection of Motion Picture Costume Design. One of the most striking features of Evelyn's appearance is her meticulously sculpted eyebrows. Makeup artists Hank Edds and Lee Harman worked with Dunaway to create the signature look, which involved using a pencil to draw thin, high-arched eyebrows. The style reflected the 1930s fashion and was inspired by director Roman Polanski's memories of how his mother looked during his childhood. In his book, Roman Polanski, a retrospective, he wrote about how seriously Faye took the makeup, to such an extent that she went completely berserk with this, and after every take, she would redo that makeup and the lipstick, which took forever. Lee Harman worked on many films with Faye, and upon recalling working on Chinatown in an interview for IndieWire, he shared, "Faye has an unusual face. You can do almost anything with it, and it will come out okay. She is very demanding and a perfectionist. She really gets into the makeup and wants to have a say in what you do. It's good, though, because it brings out the best in you. You really work together with her, and she thinks I'm special or something and lets me use what I want." And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the film yet, I don't know why that would be, don't listen to this part. When Evelyn meets her demise at the end of the film, the wound in her head was meticulously created with prosthetics. And I can't get over seeing this behind-the-scenes photo that really captured the extent of detail it took to create this wound. According to Faye, the wound was a nod to Oedipus, and she had to fight to keep this in the film. Still frantically researching that iconic lip color? If anybody knows, please drop it in the comments immediately. Screenwriter Robert Towne wrote the film, and it's considered the greatest script in film history. Of the 11 Oscar nominations Chinatown received, it won only the Oscar for Best Original Screenplay in 1975. Towne wrote the role of Evelyn Mulwray, specifically to bring the perfect blend of mystery and vulnerability to the character, and Faye's performance delivered precisely that, a nuanced portrayal that went far beyond the expected tropes of the femme fatale. Jack Nicholson's performance as the hard-boiled detective Jake Gittes matched the passion and energy that Faye brought. Many of their scenes were wrought with romance, raw pain, and yes, that infamous real-life slap that brought the devastating tragedy and darkness of the film to deeper levels. Their dance to conceal and reveal the truth amongst the ruthless evil and corruption surrounding them drives the story. Faye was met with a lot of abuse, drama, and humiliation on set, which made her job all that more difficult. What we now have known about Roman Polanski for decades is abusive underpinnings were ever present in the making of Chinatown. He made working on set a living hell. They fought constantly, and this strife ultimately started the running theme of Faye's career that she was difficult to work with. Faye's performance earned her critical acclaim and solidified her status as one of Hollywood's leading actresses. However, most critics at the time focused on Jack's performance, undermining hers by focusing merely on how stunningly beautiful she was in the film. And she was. Her beauty has always been remarkable, but her portrayal of Evelyn Mulwray is one of the greatest performances of all time, showcasing her ability to convey complex emotions and maintain an enigmatic presence of mystery throughout the film.
And since you agree with me that we've never met before, you must also agree with me that I've never hired you to do anything, certainly not spy on my husband. I see you like publicity, Mr. Geddes. Well, you're going to get it.
Now, wait a minute, Mrs. Mulwray. I think there's been some misunderstanding here. There's no point in getting tough with me.
I don't get tough with anyone, Mr. Geddes. My lawyer does.
I've always wanted an excuse to say, I don't get tough, my lawyer does. God, that's a masterpiece of a scene. And if you can't get enough of all things Faye Dunaway, I highly recommend you watch Faye on HBO this weekend. It's absolutely brilliant and a touching look into the true depths of the woman herself. Plus, if you haven't seen Chinatown, it's a fantastic place to start in her filmography. And I can't go without mentioning, if you haven't seen Mommy Dearest, don't talk to me until you have. Seriously, you're going to have lots of homework after you watch the doc, and do not waste any time. All jokes aside, I love hearing your thoughts, so let me know your favorite Faye Dunaway moments in the comments. Until next time.